Namaste everyone. Welcome to Pathfinder. This is a podcast where we help students like you explore career opportunities, make decisions and find your path to success. I'm your host Miss Karonya, a student of grade 10 at Meridian School, Kukatpally. I'm at a juncture where my mind is full of questions. I'm confused as to what stream to take after 10th, and I'm pretty sure all my other friends and the students watching this podcast are facing the same problem. So, we have a guest and my teacher, Miss Preeti Rao, an certified career counselor at Meridian School, Kukatpally, with 20 years of experience, who is here to help guide us today. Welcome, dear Preeti ma'am.
Thank you so much, Karonya, and I'm so glad that you invited me here. And as we've been talking in school also regularly about career counseling, I can understand the confusion and the pain grade 10 students go through when they have to decide on what subjects they have to choose. You know, career for you is right now a very big word.
Yes,
There's
ma'am.
a whole life ahead. God bless you. You will live 100 years, and you are just 15-year-olds who are trying to figure out, what exactly you should do with your life. Tell me one thing. How many of you are actually very, conscious about what career options you have?
I don't know about the others, but for me, I'm pretty sure that I want to take engineering course and become an IT employee after that. So this
Okay.
is my vision for now. But I think I'll need a little bit more clarity as to what all career opportunities are there for me and for where I can be my best at.
Very good, very good. If you have that clarity at this particular juncture, then you are thinking in the right direction. But you talk to a lot of your friends, isn't it?
Yes,
So I'm sure that you have experienced that many of them are thinking on the same lines as you.
Yes,
They are very set in their mind that this is the traditional path I want to take. I want to go for my engineering and complete my engineering from a good college, and then the most lucrative, as I say, this word is very it in your segment, that the most lucrative option for me is to go into the IT industry, because I'm sure you're seeing a lot of your cousins who are elder to you finishing their engineering and taking up the IT industry and going to foreign countries and for better opportunities. So this is a path which is well laid out for you. But I'm sure there are many who are not thinking on those lines as well. So for them, for easing their confusion out, because I am not here just to talk to you, we'll try to help others as well through this podcast. So to ease them out, what do you think is their option for them? What can they do to get clarity?
I think they can speak to an experienced counselor
Yes.
who has been to many sessions and have a lot of experience as to what can be best for a particular student.
Absolutely. In fact, our school has instituted this career counseling as a very important aspect because of this. Because, in my days, it was not so difficult for us. We used to have very few options, and we used to just take them up with little bit of guidance from our parents. And sometimes the guidance was absolutely not there. But in today's times, I feel your generation has the problem of plenty. Isn't it? We have too many options, whether it comes to food, whether it comes to music, whether it comes to films, and of course, when it comes to career, there is a problem of plenty, and that is what is creating all this confusion. And good that you broached the topic of career counseling. So, what exactly is your understanding of career counseling, if I may know?
So career counseling is where a counselor like you guides us as
Yes.
to, and they explore all the different types of career options that are available for us,
Yes.
and where we can get to know what career we can be the best at.
Good, good. So your understanding is good. But I would like to bring in one more aspect to this, that you are not the only one who will be taking this decision, isn't it?
Yes.
So there is someone else also involved who is a very important stakeholder. And who is that?
Our parents.
Of course, your parents, because you are very young right now, and in India, this family setup is such that we cannot take decisions without keeping our family in loop. So in the career counseling process, what we do is that I am a certified career counselor, so I would be giving suggestions, but the end decision makers would be primarily your parents and you. So it has to be like you know that Venn diagram you studied in maths. So there's a common, area in the Venn diagram. So it's like that. So your parents, you will be the primary decision makers with suggestions and advice from me. So when we go into career counseling, we try to understand what is the child's aptitude, what kind of skills the child is having, because I'm sure in a batch of 75 in your school, not everyone is at the same level.
Yes, ma'am.
Plus, we would also like to know what the parent thinks the child should go into. So, because they will be the ones who will be guiding you throughout your life. And you will be, going on a path which is set, I wouldn't say set by them, but they will be your guiding lights throughout that path. So this is how we go through career counseling. So if I may ask, have you taken a decision? You said yes, you have taken a decision. So do you know how to go about it? Are you clear on that?
I know like a little bit, and then I'll take guidance from my parents and the teachers who I'll be meeting soon. Okay, so for the benefit of you and for all the students who are listening to this podcast and also our own students, so if you're absolutely at a juncture when you don't know anything, then you should definitely meet a career counselor. You can go through some psychometric tests, and then you can come to an analysis at where your aptitude and skills lie. But I'll give you some very simple formulas as to how you can select something for you right now. So like I said, the traditional setup is that you take streams of science, commerce, or there's another one which is called humanities. So these are the three streams available to all students. Science again is bifurcated into maths, physics, chemistry is one segment, and biology, physics and chemistry in one segment. So those who want to pursue engineering, they definitely have to go for the maths, physics, chemistry, and I'm sure you have some students who are aspiring to be doctors. Yes, ma'am.
Do you know which exam they need to write?
NEET.
Yes, NEET is one of the exams, one of the toughest exams in the world, my dear children. And in NEET, if you secure your position, then you are definitely in the top 10% geniuses in this world. And you need to work very hard, and the combination which you need to take in 11th and 12th is biology, physics and chemistry. So these are very traditional streams of professions available to us. So NEET when it comes to medicine, and when it comes to engineering, then it is IIT and JEE, and many universities have their own exams. So for you, the decision at this point of time is very easy, that you need to go for the science stream in 11th grade. So I'm sure I helped you with that.
Yes,
so there are other streams also. For example, you can take commerce when it comes to 11th. And tell me a few professions you can take up if you are in a commerce stream. Would you know some?
Commerce, you can go for civil services, if I'm correct. And like
anything else which you can think of?
Banking sector.
Yes, banking, definitely yes. So these are also very high paying jobs which you can do in the future. So banking and finance is one aspect which is an evergreen field which commerce students can pursue. Then you would have heard or seen some of your elder relatives talking about chartered accountancy.
Yes.
So chartered accountancy, company secretaryship, these are some of the streams which commerce students can take. Now commerce also at the 11th and 12th level you can take up if you feel that science is not for me and I would like to explore other opportunities which are available. So you can go into business, you can be an entrepreneur. So you can come up with so many. So I keep talking about these things when we are in classroom also. We keep citing examples. We discuss so much when we study economics that India right now is a very good ecosystem for entrepreneurs. Of course, America is a land of opportunities. You'll see maximum entrepreneurs there. But India also right now, being the 5th largest economy in the world, we have an ecosystem for entrepreneurs. So there you don't have to be a commerce student only, but yes, it is an advantage if you have studied commerce at 11th and 12th. And the third aspect is humanities. So if you take up humanities, professions like law, civil services, journalism, authoring, these are available to you. So basically, Karonya, what I would say is that the world is full of opportunities and possibilities. not just opportunities, possibilities.
Possibilities.
You know, see, if I give you my own example, I started off as an IT professional, then I came into university teaching, and then schools fascinated me so much that I came into school education. So I have gone through 3 career cycles till now, and I don't know in the next 15-20 years where I will be.
You might
So,
change again.
Yes, I might change again. I might say that, you know, schools are no longer like as fascinating to me as they used to be, and I might go into. So at your age, you just need to take very basic steps and ensure that you are doing your best. When I say that, what do I mean? What do you, if I say that, Karonya, do your best, what would that mean to you?
I give my 100% at whatever I do.
Okay, like
Steady.
Yes.
Basically now since we are talking about careers.
Yes.
If I take MPC, I have to work really hard.
Yes.
And basically steady and.
Okay, so you need to focus on your academics, definitely yes. But in today's times, is that enough? Do you think academics is enough?
No, I think we need to have other co-curricular activities,
Yes.
hobbies.
So you need to develop and enhance your skills. This is a world of skills, my dear students. Please remember that academics will give you that first step. If you have scored very well in NEET, you have scored very well in IIT JEE, you have scored very well in CLAT or SLAT, you will get that first step to enter into university. But on the way, all along your schooling, your 15 years of schooling, you have to pick up skills. And that's what will be your differentiator. So if you have to be into a career where, you know, you are flourishing, so academics will just be a part of it. But I suggest to all students that please be very focused on studies, but also curricular activities, participate in many events. I'm sure while you were in school, you would have participated in MUNs. For those who don't know, Karonya will just tell us what are MUNs. Can you tell us?
MUNs are basically where you have model parliaments.
Yes.
And you take up a country and you are the representative of the country and speak on different issues, discuss on different issues.
Yes, so Model United Nations are a platform where you enhance your skills. So like this, I'm sure every school has many activities. Our own school provides so many platforms where you can enhance your skills of speaking, or creative aspects, or creating. So science projects, maths projects, all these, they supplement your skills along with your academics. So this is my advice to all students, that you should definitely focus on these. So these will help you in building a career in the future. Now I have often heard friends talking in your class that, you know, when they talk about career, they are not just talking about the professional aspect of it. There's always one more thing they talk about. Can you tell me what is that?
Their hobbies,
Their hobbies, yes, where their passion lies into, and what else?
Sometimes they even talk about the income, the money that
Yes,
they want
very
to
much, yes.
get.
So this is the Gen Z. This Gen Z is absolutely out of the world, I must say. But Gen Z doesn't do anything where there's no money. So, you know, it's all in the money, honey, is what I have heard someone say in your class. So what do you think about that? Is money so important for Gen Z?
It's definitely important, but it's the not only thing that's important.
Yes.
As far as I.
Okay, so you are slightly on the idealistic side. So you are saying, but largely I have seen, my dear friends, that Gen Z doesn't do anything where there is no money. So money is one aspect. Of course, if you're choosing a career, you're not doing it for charity. Money should be important. Money has to be important, because how are you going to survive? You're not going to depend on your parents always, right? So also when you're choosing a career, see that what is the economic viability. I would not like to use money because I don't belong to Gen Z. I belong to 2 generations behind you where money was not was a dirty word sometimes, you know. So economic viability, definitely you have to see. You cannot take up a profession which doesn't give you money. But money should not be the only aspect. Your decisions should be based on what skills you have, and like you use the word passion. So passion is very important. You need to work on these 2 things and then prepare yourself that how you'll go in the future, and money will automatically come down. So I hope I gave you some tips on how to go about. So tell me more that what you want to know about other things.
Like other than the traditional streams like MPC, BIPC, I hear many of my friends saying that they want to do something in the field of art.
Okay.
Like paintings or
Yes.
interior designers or
Yes.
fashion designers.
Yes.
So when you see you don't really have a stream for it in 11th and 12th grade.
Yes, you're
so how
right.
can people like them approach for those courses?
So unfortunately in India we are still, when it comes to the traditional CBSE setups or state school setups, we still go for these three streams. However, humanities has opened up a lot of new things also now, like there are many schools who are offering design, fashion studies, physical education as an optional topic. But this you can do at the graduate level. So we have very world-class institutions like NIFT, National Institute of Fashion Technology, National Institute of Design, NID, which many students don't know about. And there are other world-class institutes like the IIT and BITS who have also started courses at the undergraduate level on the creative aspect. So you can have fine arts, you can have performing arts, you can have design, all these aspects you can now. So you need to do a little more research on that and come up with what options you have. So there are universities like Flame who are totally into liberal arts. So this all comes under the umbrella of liberal arts. So there is multiple opportunities, and I suggest that if you are interested in that, one aspect is you'll have to convince your parents to take you through that, and the second aspect is definitely meet someone who's a career counselor who can guide you further. Like for example, there is one student in your class, she came up to me and said that, ma'am, my vision is to start a bakery of my own.
Wow.
So do you think studying science will help her?
Definitely not.
Yes, not definitely in the skills part, but yes, if she takes up science also, even then she can become a chef. I mean, it is so, like I said, the life is full of possibilities. So if, parents are insisting that you take science in 11th and 12th, go ahead. And after 12th, she can join a culinary institute. So we have something under the Ministry of Tourism called Institute of Hotel Management, and I was very fortunate to work in Institute of Hotel Management, Hyderabad, where I have seen graduate programs on culinary as well as other aspects of hotel management. So if there is a budding chef in your class or someone who's very keen on opening his own hotel, or she wants to run her own bakery, so these opportunities are available. It's just that students are not aware of it. So please try to understand what you want to do and then calculate it backwards. Sit with your parents, sit with your teachers, and then come up with a strategy for yourself.
So now a lot of students struggle with finding their strengths and weaknesses and what career they can be the best at.
Yes.
And mostly they follow their parents who are right most of the time.
Yes.
So
I'm glad that you said that, because I am a teenager's mother and he doesn't feel the same way. Let me tell you that. He feels that he's always right.
Well, going by the stats, most of the times the parents are always correct when they choose what's good for the kid.
Yes, but you'll take 10 years to realize that yes, 10 years back my parents were right. Yes, so absolutely.
How can a student individually find their strengths and interests?
Yes.
Like they can be good at something, but their interest is in something else.
Yes, it is
how
possible.
should they approach for the
It is
career?
absolutely possible that the student has made up in her mind that she wants to be a doctor. But when we go for a SWOT analysis, this is called as a SWOT analysis, when we do the SWOT analysis and we administer a psychometric test, it is possible that the results come absolutely different. Like for example, we did a psychometric test for you in school.
Yes.
So what is your reflection on it? Did it give you the right skill set for you, or was it very different from what you thought?
It was very different.
Okay.
As I told you, I wanted to become an IT employee, but after doing the test, it told me that I can be the best at entrepreneurship.
Oh,
which
so
was really
that was a surprise for you. So similarly, there could be a person who was thinking that he wants to be an entrepreneur, but the test said that he has to go to a traditional stream. So it happens. So when we sit, so like I said, career counseling is not definite, it's very suggestive. So we do a SWOT analysis, we do a psychometric test, we talk to the child, come up with what ideas you have, and we also bring the parent here and try to give them few options, that these are the options, they can take it forward. And yes, of course, 15 years down the line, sometimes you'll feel that, oh, I should have done this and not that. So this is all about how life goes, we all learn along the way. So again, I'll just give you to, conclude with all of this, I'll just give you a few tips, you as well, and our audience, that if you're very, very clear that you want to go into engineering or medicine, please be prepared to put in a lot of hard work. And like the money part will come only when you work a solid 10 years. First few years in your education, then few years in setting up yourself in the corporate world or in the field of medicine, in any profession you choose. Then you will start seeing some returns. So if at this point in time you're very clear that these are the streams I have to take, the decision is very, very clear for you, that is to take up maths combination or bio combination. Now those students who are good at science, who are good in academics, but they are not very clear of what they want to do in the future and they don't want to study for medicine, my advice to you would be to go for the maths, physics, chemistry combination. Why do I say that? Because it gives you a whole plethora of a battery of exams which you can take after 12th. And by the time you finish your 12th, you will be in that mode that I can crack competitive exams. Now, the next set of students who have no interest in science, for them, there are two options, commerce and humanities. Humanities you should select only if you're very articulate, because the subject is such that it seems easy, but you need a lot of articulation. Like you sometimes struggle with history, economics and political science in school at 10th level, yes, right? So that will be very enhanced. Your articulation, reading skills, comprehension skills will be required. Commerce, again, you will have to do a lot of numbers. So these are the two streams you should take up and accordingly decide on it. So I hope I have answered all your queries, Karonya. If you have a few more, please do shoot those questions to me.
Thank you, ma'am. You have been a great help indeed. And I'm pretty sure all the other students watching this podcast have cleared their mind and have got some idea now about what to do in the life. So to conclude this, thank you everyone for watching this podcast. Thank you, dear Preeti ma'am, for attending this with us.
Thank you so much for inviting, and Karonya, all the best to you, and my best wishes and blessings to all the children out there. Please have fun and not just be in this stress that what am I going to do in life. Life is very beautiful, so enjoy it. Thank you so much. A big namaste to all of you. Thank you.